Uh, reporting to you live from the dungeon. C Block 74. You know, construction site. I call this place the dungeon. But I like doing my lives in here. I like doing my lives from the dungeon. All right. Um, Shaq criticized Anthony Davis. Now, I understand Shaq used to be a former Laker. So, Merry Christmas to you too, P. P. Merry Christmas to you too, Z. Um, Now, I know Shaq used to be a former Laker. Okay, so he probably cares and a little bit passionate about the Lakers. But my dang is, it's hard to judge a guy that's not playing basketball. Anthony Davis spends a lot of his time in street clothes. He spends a lot of time sitting on a bench. But I think it's unfair criticism to say Anthony Davis don't match LeBron James. In some cases, and especially in 2020, he was actually the best player on the floor for a lot of times. So you can't sit there and say Anthony Davis don't equal up to LeBron James because when he's healthy and he's playing basketball, he does. All right. So I think that's unfair criticism on Shaq's part. But I understand on the second hand where he's coming from. All right. Because when they were playing together, they still wasn't getting wins. They still wasn't playing good. You got multiple all-stars on one team. They should be finding a way to win. Now, I think the biggest question is, will the Lakers make the playoffs? And at this rate, they still can make the playoffs. They'd be a lower seed. Now, if they meet one of the top teams in the first round, there's a good chance they could go out in the first round. And that'd be another first round exit. Now, this will go to show you that competition is tougher and it's more harder to come out the West than it is the East. Now, some people think the West got depleted a little bit, but I don't think so, man. I think the West got even better. From the simple standpoint that even the Golden State Warriors are looking like the Golden State Warriors. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he do need to step up and be the alpha. I do commence to that. He need to take a little cue from Michael Jordan. I think he letting LeBron have the ball too much in his hands. That's how LeBron James is getting these stats. It's because he has the ball in his hands a lot of times, and he's doing a lot of. But yeah, the Warriors look good, bro. So do the Phoenix Suns. Okay, I think those are two top teams in the West. Lakers and the Phoenix Suns, top teams in the West. You know, so um, will it be like that come playoff time? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But as you can see, this is my international live from the dungeon. This place, when it gets completed, this is actually the forefront of a bathroom. Two bathrooms, one here and another one in the back. And when it gets complete, you know, it'll look like a regular house. you know, this is just the skeleton of a house. People think you can snap a finger and the house will just be done. You know, there's concrete. You got to lay down the foundation, man. You got to build the building blocks. And that's just how it is. Melo is having a solid year, man. And he's definitely up for six man of the year. You could definitely put him up for six man of the year. And my dang is with Melo though, man. He's not the reason why the Lakers are losing. What's up, Phil? He's not the reason why the Lakers are losing, man. It's just a simple fact. These guys don't know how to play winning basketball together. They haven't played long enough to have chemistry, and this is the problem when you keep changing your roster every single year. You know. Oh, salute to you, G Money. Merry Christmas as well, man. Hope everything's going good in the States. Um, from what I heard, California is like a war zone right now. They're telling tourists not to come to California because of all the shootings that been taking place because the rappers been getting shot. But that shouldn't stop people from coming to LA. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's completely different. You know what I'm saying? And tomorrow, or less than a couple hours away, it's the Lakers versus the Nets. At least you're gonna get to see KD versus LeBron. Hopefully they guard each other and give the fans something that they want to see. You know, um, I find it funny that you can't have it both ways with LeBron James, man. He's either one thing or he's not. We cannot keep making excuses for him. And the fact that Steph Curry could get this job done. Oh, KD won't play. Wow, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Is he out due to COVID? I forgot about COVID protocols, man. Man, I forget all about that. But yeah, that's a bummer. That makes tomorrow's games a little bit, yeah, problematic. This regular season's been full with a lot of players in and out the roster because of COVID protocols or injuries. We're having another season when it's being plagued by injuries. I know injuries are part of the game, but there's certain seasons where injuries like really take a hold, and it really hurts. It really hurts the year, man. I mean, there's no way to getting around it, you know. And but that still doesn't change the fact that Steph Curry is playing marvelous basketball with a group of guys that aren't considered all stars and nothing like that. You know, Greek Freak might play. You know what I'm saying? Man, no Trey, no KD. I take it no AD. What game? Other games we got? Don't Luca play? I think Luca's on COVID protocol too, so there's no Luca. Man, a lot of tomorrow's games are going to be a watch. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yo, what's up?
What's going on? How's the Philippines?
Chilling, man. Wait, let me see if I can hear you good. All right. Yo, what are some of the stars that's going to be missing for tomorrow?
No KD, no Kyrie, Luca's out. KP might play. Giannis might play. No Ice Tray. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No AD too. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so what does that do for you tomorrow with these Christmas games? Are you
I,
still pumped up for them?
I'll still watch them, but I won't be as the only great game out of all this. The Warriors and the Suns. Other than that, every other games I'll watch it, but I won't be as hyped.
Mm. But yeah, man, you are. I agree with you on that, and you are definitely on the money with your Phoenix pick, man. Phoenix Suns look dangerous, bro.
True, I'm a Knicks fan, but I'm also rooting for the Suns for reasons. So, I mean, I know people are on the Warriors bandwagon, but unless I see Clay be healthy, unless I see how Poole, Wiseman, and the guys are meant to be in the playoffs, I'm not believing the Warriors. So if the Suns can just stay healthy, then I think they can win the West.
Mm-hmm.
Will they win the championship? That will be remain to be seen. But if they can stay healthy, I think they can at least get to the finals.
Word. I agree with that too, man. You know what I'm saying? And how do you see this Warriors and Suns playing out? 7 game series.
If it goes to 7 games, it will be a 7 game series. Both teams can win on. Here's what I believe: both teams can win on each other's home floor. Both teams are good
Right.
on the road. Both teams are great at home. Both teams are great on defense. Both teams can get you deflections and steals. My only thing why I give the Suns the advantage is because I think Aiden will kill the Warriors in the paint. I think McGee will protect the rim against the Warriors, and also the Suns will just double Steph Curry. You have Bridges and Crowder that can contain Steph a little bit. And also, I don't know how Clay's going to look from injury. People just think that, oh, because he's a shooter, he just come out and shoot lights out. It doesn't work like that. He still has to
Oh
get
yeah.
into game shape, though. And Wiseman's a good player, but the dude has a meniscus injury, and he has no playoff experience. I know people want to say, oh, Booker and Aiden have no playoff experience, but you can't really compare Jordan Poole, Wiggins, etc. to Booker and Aiden. You really can't, You really can't. And I tell people, just because you get into your first playoffs, it doesn't automatically mean you're just dominant. Look at Julius Randle, for example. Do you know how good he was in the regular season last year, but he stunk in the playoffs last year? That's what I'm
Right.
talking about. I don't know how Jordan Poole, Damian Lee, Wiggins, are going to look in the playoffs. I really don't know.
Mm.
And teams can
So
double Steph, yeah.
yeah, man. So what do you think of the Lakers, man? Are they making the playoffs? Some people say they don't even get to the playoffs.
I think they can make the playoffs, but unless they make changes, this team won't not go far.
Mm. Well, at this rate, if the playoffs were to start today, they'd be in the play-in tournament, right?
Let me check. I think it'll be what, 6 seed right now? Let me check. Let me check.
And
Because
the
let me
fact that
see.
Steph Curry could get the job done. Oh,
Right,
and KD won't
without Clay
play. Wow,
Thompson, he's the number 2 seed.
that's a
Yeah,
bummer.
the Lakers are 6 seed. They're tied with the Mavericks and the Nuggets. Yeah,
Yeah, facts.
What's
look,
up,
Tay.
Tay?
What's up, P?
What's good, man?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have a worse Christmas day tomorrow.
Say that again.
No,
I'm gonna have a worse Christmas tomorrow.
no more Staples Center. It'll be called Crypto.com Arena. No KD, no Kyrie, and no AD. Yeah.
Bro, the next versus Lakers will suck tomorrow.
I mean, y'all still could get the win.
All you have to
Yes.
do is just double James Harden. That's all you have to do. Just be physical with James Harden. That's it.
Yeah.
Just don't let him
Well,
dominate.
yeah. Well, my Lakers suck this year. We're gonna miss the
Word.
playoffs.
I think they could get in. I think they have enough to make the playoffs. I mean,
We're gonna lose in the first round again to
it,
Phoenix.
Phoenix. It kind of depends who you see in the first round. It kind of depends.
It gotta be either most likely either like Golden State or Phoenix.
I mean,
I'll
the
probably
whole
just say Phoenix again.
they'll probably lose to Phoenix. Golden State again. Like I said, I have to see how Clay looks from injury first, and I have to see how half the guys look in the playoffs before I say they will lose to the Warriors. That is me personally.
Yeah.
I'm not believing the
Mm.
Warriors yet. That's just me.
Hey man, my Lakers, we got a lot of work to do. Westbrook doesn't know act like he don't know the game of basketball. He's a turnover machine.
But one of y'all biggest problems, y'all don't just play defense. And look how many points y'all give up.
They
I
gave up
know, man.
138 to the Spurs. San Antonio's not that great of an offensive team, and he
Right.
gave up almost 140. Some guy named B.S. Jap had 30, went perfect. How's that possible?
Yeah,
That's
man.
crazy, bro.
And the Spurs had 69 bench points. Think about that. San Antonio has 69 bench points.
Yep, we suck.
And your
We got
final
no
home
chemistry.
and your final home game of Staples Center. Wow. And that's how you go out?
Yeah, this. Yep, that game pissed me off, man.
Damn.
Well, the Knicks will play the Hawks.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we played the Hawks with no Trey
bo-
Young,
Young.
young,
no trade. Both teams have been disappointing. Both
yeah.
teams.
Y'all should win that game.
We should win that game easily. It shouldn't even come down to the wire. But knowing the Knicks, man, it'll probably come down to the wire. Don't be surprised if Lance Stevenson has a big game. Don't be surprised.
Yeah. Well, the Suns versus Warriors, round three. I probably got Golden State win that game
I
by a
got
close
Phoenix.
one.
I got Phoenix. I mean, no Wiggins, no Poole, no Lee. I
Oh
mean, and don't
yes.
forget too, Steph Curry is great, but Steph actually plays like crap on Christmas Day. If
Oh
you want to hear
yes.
this, Steph Curry shoots 30% on Christmas Day. Think about
Facts.
that
Oh
for a
yeah.
moment.
Oh yeah. That's facts though.
I mean, the Warriors could win. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
but
they
I just
can
think
win, but oh
they
yeah. Oh
could,
no.
but I don't think they will. I got the Suns, and if I think the Suns winning a close game at home. That's
Uh,
just me.
probably by like 4 points or
Ar-
7.
Around that, I won't even be surprised that they blow the Warriors out in this game. I won't even be surprised.
Yeah. Yep.
Then you got Celtics and Bucks. I mean, Giannis might play. That might be a decent game. That
What?
might be a
Celtics or
decent.
Bucks?
Yeah, that'll probably be a decent game. I mean,
Yeah.
Giannis might play.
I see. Yeah,
And
man.
Boston's being Milwaukee twice. I just want to throw it out there. Boston's being Milwaukee twice, by the way.
Damn. Yep.
Well, yo, what is something wrong with Giannis? Was he injured or something? Or is
No.
coronavirus?
Protocol.
Oh,
They need. I'm not gonna lie. They need to shut down the season.
That's not gonna happen, man.
I wish it happens.
It won't happen. The NBA cares too much about money. It's not gonna happen. And no, they will not do another bubble. Let just
Oh no. Well,
stop.
I'm not
They
talking about
would.
another bubble.
I know. I'm just saying. Like they're not gonna shut down the season.
oh
Like
yeah. There ain't gonna be no another bubble, man. I think that's the end of that.
yeah, they ain't going back there. So
I'm not.
Because
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna. The bubble. It was kind of good though. To be
I mean,
honest.
it was good, but it doesn't matter to the league though. It was good, but don't
Yeah.
forget. Yes, it was good, but don't forget, players had to separate from their families and stuff, and
Oh
also,
yeah. That's facts.
so you have to consider, and also the fact
Word.
that the NBA lost a lot of money during that bubble. They're not
Yeah.
going back.
Yeah.
No question, man. Word. So
Yep.
y'all still got Steph Curry for MVP, man. What do y'all
I
think
don't
about Steph
know.
Curry? What he could do with this roster right now this year, man. It is kind of amazing.
Oh, they can have the best record in the NBA. If
They
they
got
can have the
yeah.
best record in the NBA, they
Yeah.
might.
Best record in NBA because come playoff time, we gotta see what they made of.
That's my point. Look in the regular season, they probably will win around a lot of 60 plus games in the regular season. But in the playoffs, I have to see how Clay looks. I have to see how Jordan Poole, Damian Lee, James Wiseman look in the playoffs. I don't just think that every team can just show up and play. It doesn't in the playoffs. It doesn't work like that. Look at the Knicks, for example. The Knicks were very good in the regular season. We stunk in the playoffs. It doesn't. Playoff intensity is different.
Yeah. Yeah, players is different. Just like Chris Paul.
CP3. This is
Zach,
his
Zach
year.
say Zach say Steph Curry will toast or torch um Chris Paul.
Who said that? Zach?
Yeah.
Zach doesn't know what he's saying. He does. He does understand that that we have Bridges and Crowder to contain Steph Curry. We won't just only put Chris Paul on him.
Yeah.
We have other defenders to put on Steph. If you double team Steph Curry, you're gonna beat the Warriors. Because here's the thing: the Warriors are one of the worst teams when it comes to handling the basketball because they turn the ball over a lot, and the
Word.
Suns can thrive in transition. That's why this whole so John,
Yo, what's up?
what's going on, man?
Not much. Merry Christmas to you guys. Merry
Merry
Christmas to you
Christmas
guys.
Merry Christmas to you, bro.
All right, Merry Christmas to you, man. No doubt.
and happy holidays.
But yo, what do y'all think about Kyrie Irving only returning for road games? You think it's stupid?
Yeah, that's
Nah,
stupid.
I don't think it's stupid. Only on the simple fact that there's a lot of guys that are vaccinated and they're still getting this damn virus. So like, you might as well let them play.
Yeah.
Like, you might as well.
Word.
Mm.
What if it's the playoffs? They need him for the whole series. What if it's a tough
Now,
game at home?
well, I think that like if it's in a playoff situation, he still gotta follow the COVID mandate. So it is what it is. He's just gonna be a part-time player.
True, unless he changes his mind, but it's gonna be hard.
Word.
Well,
Yeah,
no
I know when he
KD,
come
no
back.
Kyrie for tomorrow. Just
No, James Harden. That's it.
yep,
Man,
just like
I
my Laker without AD and without Malik Monk and Austin Reeves.
And also yeah, John, you saying something?
Yeah, I said, I'm thinking that Golden State might get blown out by
Then
Phoenix
I
tomorrow.
think don't be
I mean
surprised
today. I wouldn't be
today.
because they're missing what three of their top
Lee
scorers,
Wiggins,
Lee Wiggins and Poole.
Poole, yeah,
I think Steph would have to go up for 50 just to
and that
make
might
it
not
Or
even
interesting.
happen.
60.
That might not even happen because consider this too. Steph Curry shoots 30% on Christmas Day. Think about that for a moment.
I know, cause Steph really don't give a fuck about Christmas Day.
And the
He's
Suns
like
set of defenders though,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
and the
yeah.
Suns
Steph
can
Oh yeah.
force
The
the Warriors
Suns
to
can
turn them.
defend because Mikael
Bridges
Bridges locked us Curry one time.
And Crowder. So you have two of them. And
Yeah.
Chris Paul, I know Chris Paul's getting no, but he's still a decent defender.
He's still a
And
good
don't
defender
forget,
though.
we have Aiden and McGee that can protect the rim too. That's why I think the Warriors will have trouble in the playoffs against this team. Because if you
I don't
double, yeah,
I don't think Golden State is good. I believe Golden State will have problems with Phoenix in the playoff, but I think ultimately they will pull it off.
I don't
I
see it,
I I
man.
I could see it going to at most 6 games. It's gonna be
Or
a hard
7.
six.
Or even
uh,
7. I think it's going 7.
it could be either 6. It could be a hard 6 or a hard 7 game series.
Zach. The Suns made to the finals last year. They're not really a regular season team.
They went in the finals, and it took Giannis Antetokounmpo to pretty much have 40s and 50s to even beat the Suns. You
Yo,
see
Philly
how?
said that Paul overrated.
But you gotta look at the team that's constructed around Giannis though, because Giannis don't have the greatest shooting backcourt by his side. Like
Right.
Chris, you see all the shots that Chris and Drew Holiday was missing.
Chris Paul and Boogie, man. I mean, you mean Chris Middleton and Drew Howard, yeah.
Yeah, like all the shots that they were missing, and like they only got bailed out because of the poor play that actually the poor coaching that Monte Williams displayed.
Right. We should have doubled. I'm a Knicks fan, but I am also rooting for the Suns too. We should have doubled Giannis and not let him play 1-on-1 because
Exactly.
we had no other rim protector except DeAndre Ayton. That was gonna be a problem.
As a matter of fact, they honestly should have built like the same way how teams be defending Curry.
Uh-huh.
like from like half court and stuff, with the double teams and triple teams.
Yeah.
They
We
they
should have
should have
done that.
done that should have done that to Giannis and asked Chris Middleton and Drew to beat y'all.
And they would have been inconsistent. And people,
Exactly, because
and,
they're not the Splash Brothers. The Splash Brothers will be hitting those shots. They're not the
true,
Yeah,
true.
Splash
yeah.
Brothers. They're not the Splash Brothers. So, and like that's like to me, I think it's gonna be a hard 6 or 7 game series between the Warriors
But
and
here's the thing that you have to consider. I know you're picking Golden State, and that's fine, but you gotta consider this, man. One, we don't know how Clay's gonna look from injuries. Two, you have to understand this. Jordan Poole, Damian Lee, Andrew Wiggins don't have real that much playoff experience. Same thing with James
so
Wiseman.
so 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 did Devin Booker and the rest of that squad
Yeah, but
last year.
but here's the difference though. Not every player could just go into the first playoffs and dominate. Example: Julius Randle. Did you expect Julius Randle to look bad against the Hawks though? He
Yeah, he
was
did look back against the
But but
Hawks.
but,
he
but
was
I think the one key difference that you're mistaken is that Golden State is a championship franchise. The
yeah, but that
Knicks
was a
ain't a
different
championship
roster.
franchise,
I'm
and,
not
and the
saying they
Phoenix
are.
Suns and the Phoenix Suns aren't even a championship franchise, and they managed to to dominate in their first playoff run.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but not every team's gonna do that though. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Because what I'm trying to say is that remember, when they were winning championships, you had a fully healthy Klay Thompson. You had Andrew Bogut. You had Livingston, Iguodala, who was younger. Draymond. You had veterans on that group. Barbosa. This Warriors team's kind of different though. I mean, you can pick the Warriors all you want, but I'm not a believer yet until I see otherwise.
Do you like this Warriors roster better, assuming Clay and James Wiseman come back? Do you
I
like
don't
it
know.
better than that?
I wouldn't say I like it better. I would say I like their energy. They I like their fight. They have that underdog mentality. Like they didn't win shit. Like they basically play like they're poor. Like they didn't win anything ever in life. So I really like that mentality. Like they're not really like thriving off like sheer talent. Like they're winning it off grit and like hard nosed defense. That's what's spearheading their offense. Their hard nosed defense from top to bottom, from Steph all the way down to the 15th man off the bench. They're playing hard nosed defense throughout their entire roster, which
And
is
that's
really
a,
Oh yeah.
impressive to me.
And that's the same thing with the Phoenix Suns and why I think they can beat them because the Suns also are defenders too. And also, we have guys that can get into transition. Cameron Johnson's played very well this year. Cameron Payne's playing well. Crowder can hit big shots. Bridges can defend and hit big threes. I know Chris Paul's had a history of playing bad in the playoffs at times, but same thing with Steph Curry at times. And people complain about Chris Paul being hurt. If you know, Steph Curry can get hurt too in the playoffs. I'll give you an example. 2015, he had a concussion, Steph Curry. 2016 had an MCL sprain. 2018 he had an MCL sprain. So it's not a full guarantee Steph Curry will be healthy too. So we gotta consider that.
But you also gotta consider COVID
And
because
COVID too. That's
because these like everybody like all these teams aren't gonna be as lucky as the Lakers to have like the NBA pulling strings to where you have like players
mhm.
get cleared overnight to
That's
play.
my point too. That's my point too. People complain about CP3's injuries, but I told you Steph Curry's injuries. And don't forget, Iggy can get hurt in a big playoff game.
And,
And
and Booker.
and Booker is rare you get Booker a little bit too because he broke his nose.
I
So
I I don't really consider Iguodala a factor. Okay, that man averages a triple single
I mean,
for his
I'm
playoff
not
career.
saying he's great. He's not, but he's still a good defender and he's a good passer. I'm not saying he's great, but I'm saying that he does help what they do defensively and he can pass a little bit. And occasionally he can hit a three. He's not great. He's a decent player. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
And don't forget,
It's,
too, Wiseman has meniscus injury. We don't know how healthy he's going to look, though.
yeah.
uh,
Yeah, yeah. I no no. I think Wiseman is going to be fully healthy because they're being very like super cautious with him. So when he steps on the floor, he will be healthy.
I mean,
I know
time will
that for
tell.
sure.
I
I
can't.
know I know that for sure. He's
I,
going to be healthy.
I mean, you can think
let
that,
me
but
ask you
time will
guys
tell.
this.
I don't know, man.
Let me ask you guys this. You got the Suns and Golden State as 1 and 2, vice versa.
Oh yeah,
Who's the
one and
third
two
best?
Warriors and Suns conference final. I mean Warriors and Suns number 1 and 2. So yes, I got the Warriors actually having the best record in the NBA, and I have the Suns number 2. If I had to be
Okay,
honest,
so who's number 3? Who's a solid number
Jazz,
3 for
Jazz.
you?
Jazz.
Jazz are number 3.
Well, what
We
we
might
what,
hold
what hold on. Are we
my
talking
Lakers
about
might play
like the
them in
Western
the first
Conference
round.
or like overall
Western
throughout the
Conference
entire
seeding.
NBA?
Western
We're gonna
Conference
beat the Jazz
seeding.
in the first round of
Okay,
playoffs.
so I would have
I don't know they choke on playoff time.
Western Conference seeding.
for the full like 82 games, 82 games, I would say Golden State would be number 1. I would have
Same
Phoenix
here.
number 2. I
Same
would
here.
have Jazz number 3,
Same here.
and then
Grizzlies.
Yo,
yeah,
Salute,
Grizz.
Mike.
I would have
Merry
Grizzlies.
Christmas, man.
I would have Grizzlies
what it
number
do, y'all? What's
4.
good,
So who
y'all?
facts?
Okay.
Long time no see, brother.
I would have
What up, man?
Who's
I
number
would
What
five?
have
up,
the
Hope?
What up, G
Mavericks.
Money, man?
Mavericks
Dallas
number
number 5.
5.
Salute.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yo,
I
P,
didn't
what
mean to cut
up?
you off, John, but let's just give Hoop Facts his introduction. We always do. What up, Hope?
Yo, P, what's that you holding up, man?
Yo, this is like a little Bluetooth speaker, man, because it's we get different Wi-Fi over here, man, so
That
it's
shit
hard
look
to hear things.
crazy. You feel me?
Yeah, it's like a little mini Bluetooth speaker,
Like
brother.
some shit that
Yeah,
the
man.
fucking soldiers like they be using that shit like overseas and shit. Like,
Word. I mean, I'm overseas right now, yo. Word. Hey,
yeah,
yo, what y'all think? Well, I'm gonna let Hoop have this floor a little bit because you said that the Lakers wasn't gonna do this good this year. I kind of dismissed it a little bit, but I mean, once
They lost
again,
4 in a
you
row,
proving
16,
everybody
17.
wrong.
I mean, listen, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
to me, like it's. I mean, I think it's all LeBron James' fault because he's in year 19 and he's trying to be the number one option, and that is destroying the motherfucking team and destroying everything. Like he's just worried about stats and people talking about him averaging this and averaging that. Like those are empty stats. Like he's not impacting the game no more. Like he's not an impactful player. Like he's not like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. Like his stats he's putting up doesn't even matter no more. And the
I
fact
can't I,
he's played,
I can't agree with you with that one.
bro, his
Um
stats doesn't equal. Bro, his stats is not equal to wins, bro.
no,
Like
LeBron came into the season hoping that AD would be the number 1 option. But AD
80
had
did not play well.
AD
look,
had very poor work ethic
wait,
in the
wait,
offseason,
no,
and he
no,
fucked up the
listen,
whole thing for
And
LeBron.
also the
no,
bench was bad too, and they
no,
played no
listen. Like
defense.
the no, like the no, like the thing is, they not making AD the number one option.
No, AD was supposed to be number 1 option, but he's playing
No,
like
but that's
doo
up
doo.
to the. Listen, I know that's up to the team, but ever since like they won the first year, LeBron James took the number one option away from AD since last year. Right or wrong? Is am I
you think
lying,
that
P?
LeBron should give the ball up to AD a little bit?
Brandon, you have a
Yeah,
status.
Yep.
Brandon?
Yeah,
Yep. My
Brandon, you got
Lakers.
a lot of
We
static.
play too much ISO ball.
yo,
And they
look,
don't guard the interior at
somebody
all.
gotta mute him. That's yo,
Yeah.
P.
So Brandon,
I
come
bet
back in when
P.
you can
So
see.
I bet P. So check this out, right? Ever since last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did LeBron James not take the number one option away from AD since last season?
I don't know because AD had all the numbers in every statistical
No, I'm
category:
talking
points,
about
rebounds.
nah, bro. I'm talking about the 2019-2020 season, the year they
Oh,
won in
the bubble,
the
the bubble, oh, the bubble.
AD was the number one option. That's why,
I give you that.
like,
That's
that's
true.
why they went so
Yeah.
far that after they won, LeBron James wanted the spotlight for the past 2 years, and they've been going downhill. Last year they looked bad. This year they look bad. Like everybody know they wasn't gonna win last year, regardless if they was healthy or not.
I
They,
agree with that. They were not going to beat the Nets last year, in my opinion.
they
Yeah,
was not gonna win.
I agree.
This
I
year it's
agree
the
with that.
same shit. Why you gotta he's the only player in probably NBA history. The motherfucker's so selfish. The only player in NBA history to try to be the number one option in fucking year 19. Where they do that at? Like,
Well,
yo, like,
you
come
saying he should
on.
just give up the
I'm
rock
gonna say
sometimes?
this, but
All
I'm
time.
gonna say this. My Los Angeles Lakers, we're gonna get swept by the
Right
Phoenix
or wrong?
Suns in the
I don't know
first
Right,
about
P?
round.
Is
sweep.
that shit
Relax.
not
We
crazy,
won't
G
sweep you.
Money?
Relax, man. We won't sweep you. Relax.
Yo, G Money, is that shit not crazy? What player you know in year 19 ever in fucking NBA history was trying to be the number one option?
Nobody.
What the fuck they do that at? Like, not even the number two.
Mm. But
Word.
I mean, Poop, you make some good points, but also consider this too. One, they don't guard the interior. Two, their bench is absolutely trash. And three, they don't shoot a three very consistently. And
Yeah.
also, Westbrook just doesn't fit on that team. And also, another reason too why this team is struggling. This team turns
That's
the
the
ball over
problem
a
for West.
lot.
That's
Yeah.
that's 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 what I meant.
Yo, listen. You guys play 2K, right?
Nah, I don't play video games now.
Well,
I
listen.
do.
I still do, but I'll be focused on
Besides the
basketball.
Nets, right? Like besides the Nets with like Kyrie Irving, they're
Mhm.
the best team in 2K. The-
2K, yeah.
Word.
Yo, you hear her Steph is in Aisha is actually forced Steph into an open marriage. That's crazy.
No.
Yeah,
I heard about that.
she want to get banged out by other dudes. So
Wait, is that
Steph's
really
gonna
Who?
that may fuel Steph to play well in the playoffs.
I mean, I think
is
Steph will
that
do his
real?
thing if the other guys I'm worried about. That's just me personally.
Yeah,
Brandon,
he probably do his thing, but like,
The other guys, I don't know how they're gonna look. That's just me.
yeah.
Brandon, can you hear me?
I'm gonna say this. I told everyone about the
What's wrong
Westbrook
with your back
trade.
now, Brandon?
This was a bad idea.
Which it was.
He's
It's
a
not a
he's
good
a
deal.
turn machine. He doesn't know how to play winning basketball. I wonder why KD left in OKC.
So,
Word.
any Christmas games you're excited
Yo,
to
man,
watch?
I don't know, man.
No, next versus Lakers are gonna suck.
The only look good Christmas games really
Mm.
Warriors and Suns. That's it.
Yeah.
Mavs, Jazz will probably be boring.
Yep.
Hawks,
Lakers and
Knicks,
Clippers both suck this year.
Hawks, Clippers, mediocre game. Celtics,
Nuggets
Bucks might be decent.
Clippers.
What?
The Clippers playing the Nuggets tomorrow.
So they're not playing on Christmas. The Clippers are not playing on Christmas.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. The Clippers are not playing on Christmas. No, they're
Oh.
not. The schedule is Hawks and Knicks at noon, 2:30 Celtics and Bucks, 5 o'clock Warriors and Suns, 8 o'clock Nets and Lakers, 10:30 Mavs and Jazz. That's it on Christmas.
The Jazz, they're probably gonna blow the Mavs out.
They
Um,
should. They should. I mean, Luca won't play. Porzingis might, but Luca won't play.
yeah.
So
Yaman, this NBA season
Word.
sucks anyways.
And hold on for a minute. I want to hear from John because I know he was talking about his third best team in the Western Conference. I didn't mean to cut you off, brother. So, go ahead, speak your piece, brother.
Okay, so I would have like when this 82 season wrap up, I'll have Warriors at 1,
same here.
Phoenix 2,
Mm,
Jazz at 3.
Same here.
I would have the Grizzlies at 4.
Maybe.
I would have I'd have probably the Mavericks at 5.
I can agree with that.
6 6 I would probably have the Timberwolves.
Ooh, Wolves making the
What?
playoffs. Wow.
Wow, holy moly.
Okay,
The, the
that's a
Wolves making
shock.
the playoffs.
I like they may do
Yeah, they
it.
may make the playoffs.
But
Mm,
will they? I don't know.
I don't know, but no, I do like the adjustments that they've made. I liked how D'Angelo's stepped up on defense. Like he's kind of playing like a Draymond Green role,
Hmm.
opposed of like calling out screens
Right.
and making the proper switches and
Cats had
stuff.
a good season on offensively construction for it. Anthony Edwards has had a magnificent season.
Exactly,
Pat Bever's
and
played
Ant
great
Man.
defense. Yeah.
Facts.
So I would have Timberwolves at 6, at 7. Who would I have at 7? Who's left? Who is
But
left?
There's
we
Nuggets,
might put
there's
the Lakers in
Lakers,
7.
there's Nuggets, there's Lakers, there's Spurs, Kings, Blazers. Yeah.
I would have Nuggets at 7. I would have Spurs at 8, and then I
Whoa, the
have
Spurs make the playoffs over the
Whoa!
Lakers?
Ooh,
no, no. I mean,
whoa.
no.
The
I mean the way the Lakers are currently constructed. I don't know what kind of deals they'll make at the trade deadline because LeBron is at that point right now where he's going to make a move at the trade deadline, where he's gonna
Right,
make a massive trade, a
right,
massive
but
team overhaul. But I mean, the way they're currently constructed and the way they are right now, currently constructed, I
mm,
do not see them being I don't see them having the 8 seed, and I see them in the 9 through 12 seed
but
in the
why do you see the Spurs in the playoffs over them? Why the Spurs?
I just think the Spurs might find some way to get it together like towards later half of the season and string up a few desperate wins.
And Pop is gonna make the right adjustments. This could be his final year. Popovich too. Don't forget.
Yeah.
So he wants to get to the playoffs this last year, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I think Pop would find a way to help
Yo,
coach up
like
the
the
team.
Spurs is a really good team, just that they don't get no fucking calls.
They
Yeah.
just need a start. They just
Like
need
they
a
don't get no
superstar.
calls like how the other team does. Like if
What?
they
The,
like if
that
they
and they need
work,
a superstar. That and they need like a star or superstar around that.
So
uh,
I have the Lakers firmly in the play-in, like firmly in,
And
like
they
9, 10.
and they lose to the Spurs. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So okay, you said you see Lakers making trades.
No,
Who's leaving?
no, no. I'm gonna say
I
this.
see
I don't think the Lakers are gonna lose to Spurs.
I could see the Lakers doing like a three team trade to get rid of Russ.
Hmm.
And I think they may even get rid of AD.
I
I don't know
doubt it.
about that.
I don't see that. I
No,
can see
no,
the
no, no,
Westbrook.
no, man. He's too injury prone. He's too injury prone. He does not want to be a number one. He loves being a number two.
I
He
get that,
hates
but where
being
were
a
your
number one, and he hates playing the center position. He's too lackadaisical. LeBron is not getting any younger. It's about
true,
championships now. And
true.
AD needs to be the number one option while LeBron could be a number two. And he's not providing that. He has zero interest at being a number one. So you need to get off AD. And you need to get Russell Westbrook. So you
I
need
can
to do a
understand
3-team
Westbrook.
deal.
Yo,
Look,
you know why? He lacking that grit inside his heart, man. He just don't want it. He don't want it bad
true,
enough. He's like
true, but I don't see
And come
AD
on,
as a
this is
good
the
on team.
Lakers. The Lakers do not tolerate that kind of mentality. They ran off
I agree.
Dwight Howard because he didn't have the right mentality. They will
True,
do
but
the
Dwight
same thing
actually
to
chose to
Anthony
leave.
Davis.
Actually,
They will
Dwight
do the
actually chose to
same.
leave.
They will do the same thing to Anthony Davis.
Yeah,
He's not a Laker at heart.
I
Long
mean,
term, he's not a Laker at heart. He gotta go. He
but
gotta
here,
go.
but here's the thing, John. First of all, Dwight Howard chose to go to the Rockets by himself, and second of all, the AD. Okay, Westbrook might be gone. That might happen. AD, if
Hmm.
they were to trade, and where would they get Miles Turner, Sabonis? Who would they get?
I mean, I think they're better off with the Miles Turner. That no, or they could do this, or they could do like somehow get Carl Anthony Towns to the Lakers, and they ship off AD to Timberwolves.
Mm. That won't be a bad trade for
Mm-hmm.
both teams.
Okay.
Definitely wouldn't be a bad
Mm.
trade. And then
So
then then
basically,
then
John, basically you saying AD a number two masquerading as a number one?
no, I'm saying he's always been a number two. It's just
True.
that
Okay.
his stat lines.
He's always a number
It's
two.
just his talent. His talent would sometimes like trick people into believing he could be a number one. But when you see his personality, you see his like the grit and grind on the court. You see him like calling timeouts because he hurt his pinky. Get out of here. That's a habitual number two. He's always been a number two,
Right.
and he loves being a number two. He loves
Mm.
being a number
Mm.
two. You can't
Right.
like listen. You could like let's say LeBron were to get injured for a game. I could count on Anthony Davis to like put up big numbers in one game, but to rely on Anthony Davis for to carry a series, hell no. I will not rely on Anthony Davis to carry a series. A game, yes. And sometimes people confuse that. Oh, he had one good game that helped a series as he could be a number one. Like no,
Mm.
like just because Anthony Davis could give you like one good game in a series doesn't make him a number one. Like you cannot depend on him for a series. You cannot depend on him
Right.
to carry a franchise to deliver
Mm.
you to a promised land. You need a number one, and I'm not saying that like let's say the number one option gotta be like all world talent, but I mean in terms of like the team will gotta look to this person as a leader.
I feel you. But
Right,
yo,
right,
man,
right.
that sends shockwaves around the NBA if AD is gone from the Lakers, man,
To the
and
T Wolves.
even Russ.
Wow.
Now,
Like
now,
that'd be like
like if they manage to give up AD and get Carl Anthony Towns, that'd be a great swap.
That team
Like
can win the
I
championship.
Yeah,
That team can win the
I
championship.
understand that you may suffer a little bit defensively because Anthony Davis do have a better defensive metrics than Karl
Cat
Anthony Town,
mhm.
but Cat has a better grind. He has a better work ethic,
Can hit
and
the
he's
three ball
durable,
too.
and he's durable.
True.
He's more
Yo,
available.
you know
And
what?
can hit the three too.
You know what put that work ethic in Cat? That was Jimmy Butler. You know how Jimmy Butler used to be on them boys?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he got that heart from Jimmy Butler, man.
Sure. And speaking of Jimmy
Nah, I don't
Butler,
think he got that heart from Jimmy, but I think he
I,
got that heart because after the tragic passing of his mom and like five other his
Oh,
family
that too.
members,
That too.
mhm.
that
Oh
changed
yeah.
Carl. He came back more aggressive after that.
Right. And speaking
Word
of
that.
Jimmy Butler, I want to ask you guys: do you think if the Miami Heat can stay healthy, they have a shot to get to the NBA Finals and maybe even win the championship?
Yeah, I think they
they
do.
can't they can't make the
Yeah.
finals, but
Listen, I think they do have a shot, but it's gonna. I think Milwaukee will be their biggest threat.
Don't sleep
or
on Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Yo, but you know what? They
I don't
pay
know.
Giannis the best.
But I don't know. Like I think
Miami
they could.
plays Giannis the best though. They defend Giannis the best
They
out of all
guard the
teams
rim
in the
with
East.
Giannis. They play the wall.
Yeah.
They build zone on Giannis. They
Yeah,
build a
they
wall a
do.
lot.
True,
So yeah.
but I think they have a better chance at taking out Brooklyn only because Kyrie's a part-time player.
True,
Mm.
it's still a possibility that maybe things might change and who might be full time. I mean, it's not over yet, so it's
Nah, the way this COVID is set up, I think it's gonna be it's how the world is it's gonna be for now.
right. So you're
So
saying
yeah,
that
man, we gonna Adam Silverman was right. He said we got to deal with COVID, and it's gonna be
forever.
something that lasts. I don't know where this is gonna go away. This is gonna be something that
I don't think it's
I
gonna go
think is
away. This is a virus. It's not gonna go away. It's not.
Yeah.
And I think these COVID shots, I think they're gonna be annual.
mm,
Only off the simple fact that there's a lot of vaccinated people that's still getting this
hmm.
damn virus. So
Right.
I think this is gonna be a
Oh,
yearly thing
speaking
where
of
we
that,
need to
John. Yo, John. Speaking of that, Stephen A. Smith got COVID-19, and he got 2 vaccinated shots.
Wow.
Wow.
exactly,
Damn.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a yearly thing where you need to get it vaccinated just to get yearly vaccination just like the flu shot.
Mm,
Word.
right.
Hell
So
yeah,
that's
man.
why I'm saying that the season will not stop. People have to deal with it. They're not gonna stop the season. It's not gonna happen because don't forget too, it's a business. Don't forget, it's more than just a sport. It's a business. They care a lot about the money.
Reports say Kawhi Leonard may come back towards the end of the season. I think that's a no-no.
I don't.
Yeah.
It's kind of
How's he
like
gonna
a
look from injury? How is he gonna look? Because he can retore that ACL if he's not careful.
yeah.
I'm
What are the Clippers sitting at in the East?
man, I think it's too risky, or off the simple fact that what by the time Kawhi recovers from the ACL injury, they're gonna be headed to the playoffs.
And who's to say they even make the playoffs? Who's to say that though? They might
I
not
I
even
th-
make
Yeah.
it.
I think they'll make the playoffs because they are better than the Lakers currently.
I mean, you didn't say Clippers. You said
Oh, don't
Warriors,
tell Tay
Suns.
that. Tay, you heard that?
You said Warriors, Suns, Jazz, Grizzlies, Mavs. Hang on.
Nobody care about the Clippers. They trashy ways.
I know, but I'm talking about the teams John
The,
You're
the,
said.
the
gonna
only
say
best
that, Tay.
players like
60,
You
he
probably
said
got like a
Timberwolves,
tear coming
it's
down
Nuggets,
like
your
it's
eye.
like
Spurs.
I'm saying the only best player for right now is literally Paul George.
And PG's injury prone too. Think about that.
Yeah.
We gotta think about that for a
Mm.
moment.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
look PG can literally choke games in the playoffs.
I mean, he did play better in
Hey,
the
yo,
playoffs
Tay.
last year
Yeah,
though.
like
Yeah,
last year
he
play he
nah.
did.
I think he overcame the pandemic P syndrome
He
last year,
played
man.
well last year. He played
Yeah,
well.
he did.
He got his name back, man. He got his name back.
He has the
Hey,
name
yo,
back.
Tay. How does it feel that people are saying the Clippers are better than the Lakers?
Man, please.
I mean, they're kind of
They
even right
can.
now.
They
They're
they
even.
for right now.
They're even right
uh,
now.
Nah,
We're
they're
like
not even.
even with
I
the
think the Clippers are
Clippers.
right now are better.
I mean,
mm.
you
I
could
mean,
make a case,
come
but
on, they're in the same conference, man. Like you can't say that they're even.
I mean, I can because when I look at both teams play, I can see it even. That's what I believe. So yeah,
Mm.
I'm,
Damn,
I'm,
man.
I'm all like, I lucky wish the Clippers go back to San Diego.
That's not gonna happen.
Word.
They're not
They
doing
they're,
that.
they're originally from Buffalo.
Oh yeah. So
True.
you want to send them all the way back to the east?
Well, the New York
You don't
Knicks
want them
gonna
in
make the
LA.
playoffs, but I'm saying the New York Knicks they're probably gonna be like the eighth seed.
Probably the East got better, and
Yeah,
no one's talking about this team. The Cavs have been a surprise. No one's talking
shit.
about
Yeah,
how
I
good the
mean
Cavs
the
have been.
Cavs, man.
Man,
It's like the
yo,
Cavs.
I've been
They
hearing,
compete with the Jazz.
if things don't really like turn around for the Lakers, I've been hearing that
Mhm.
LeBron may try to go back to Cleveland.
He needs to.
I
Yo,
mean, that can
I
very well
wish.
happen.
with that roster that the Cavaliers got, bro, he probably would like that better.
Thing, but
Nah,
Garland,
nah, nah, nah.
Allen,
Knowing LeBron, he's
Love.
gonna trade away all the young players for like all stars and MVPs again, create another super
Yeah,
team.
yeah, that is true.
Good point.
That is true.
That's probably gonna
Yeah,
happen.
that is true.
Okay,
You'll
True.
see a brand new big.
Yeah, LeBron. LeBron hate young players. He love to trade them away for assets.
Hey, John, I have a question. Who do you think is making the playoffs in the East? What's your top eight in order?
For the East, hold on.
I mean, I'll make it easier for you. I'll make it easy. Milwaukee, Brooklyn, and I think Miami gets top three. I'll make it easy for you.
I'll say,
Then you
okay,
got your Chicago's and all
You
of
got
them.
okay,
Chicago in there.
I would say in order, I'll put Milwaukee. I'll have Milwaukee number one.
Mhm. That can
No, no,
actually
no, no, no. I mean, in terms of like how the standings will turn out towards the end.
still happen. Not
Yeah,
too
yeah,
far back
yeah.
compared
It
because they're
can
not that far
though.
back.
I'm not saying that Milwaukee is like way better than the Nets in terms of a playoff series. I mean in terms of the bracket.
Right. And then what about
So
number two?
I would have Milwaukee number one. I have Nets number two. I'll have the Bulls number three. I would have the Heat at four. I would have the Wizards at five.
That high? Wow.
Wizard.
Sheesh.
I'd have Wizards at five. Cav at six.
Okay.
Philly.
Philly at seven.
What about Atlanta?
And I would have,
And there's also New York. Don't forget.
yeah, I would have, honestly, I would have the Hornets at eight, and then
That can actually.
everybody,
Yeah, that
and
can
then
happen though. I ain't gonna lie.
Charlotte can make it. They have a lot of talent, good young pieces, good coaching. They have young talent. LaMelo
and
I'm gonna
then
Ball.
and
say
then
tomorrow.
and then everybody else is in the play-in. So Hawks, Raptors, Knicks, Pacers, the
Okay.
Magic, Pistons playing.
Did you say six?
Yeah, the Magic.
You had six or seven.
So
Okay.
let me
Yeah.
ask y'all this then: what conference is more fun to watch?
East.
East.
I actually, I can't really tell, man. I like both. I like both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think they're evenly matched or
Okay.
just one
I can't wait for
above the other?
tomorrow. Me versus Zach. Zach, get ready for this ass whooping for tomorrow. I'm gonna say
No.
this. I guarantee my Lakers we're gonna lose this game tomorrow.
Wow. Okay.
You
I mean,
said
that can actually happen. Harden can have a monster game. Patty Mills can have a monster game. Blake Griffin, the way the Lakers play defense, he might be able to clip a Blake Griffin. Who knows?
Yeah. I'm gonna say this. Well, I'm probably have a feeling that the Lakers probably win by like 1 point.
So which is it? Will the Lakers win or they lose? Which is it?
I don't know. We sucked this year, last year. My Lakers, who gonna miss the playoff this year?
I think they'll squeak in. I think they can make the playoffs, but I think
We're gonna get swept. We're gonna
I
get
don't,
swept in the first round.
I don't know about sweat. I think when the game, as of right now, the more I thought about this team might not get out the first round. The more I look back, the way I look at this team, this
Yeah,
roster is too flawed. I had this
yeah.
team going.
Westbrook sucks.
I had this team going to the Western Conference Finals against the Suns. I may retract that. I may retract that. I may retract that. I don't.
Word.
We suck, man.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
mean,
it's a situation that Westbrook sucks. I just think that he just don't fit on his team, man. He'd be
That's
great
That's
on
that's
Philly.
that's what I meant. He doesn't know how to play winning basketball on
Yeah, but it
our
doesn't mean that
team.
he sucks. He's still good. Don't say he sucks. Just say that. Oh, he doesn't play winning basketball. Just say that. Don't say he sucks.
G Money, like your first assessment of the Lakers wasn't bad because it's a goddamn super team.
And I thought that they'll figure. I knew they'll have a slow start. I didn't think they'll do all that good in the regular season, but I thought in the playoffs they could figure things out. That can still very well happen because they had the experience. My only thing is just the
I would
fit.
love to see it.
It's the fit though, and also the
What should this
and
fit
and
was?
also it's the seeding. You don't want to be 7 or 8 seed, had to beat Golden State in the first round, and then in the second round you have to play another team like, let's say, Utah, and then in the conference play you play Phoenix. You don't want to go through that if you're LA, and and it, and if
Who
somehow
would have easily beat Utah?
I think they can still beat the Jazz. I'm not a
Yeah,
believer in the Jazz.
The Jazz. I'm gonna say the Utah Jazz. They are the Green Bay Packers of the NBA.
I'm not a believer in the Utah Jazz, man. They shoot too many outside shots. Teams can play small against them, and the Jazz will get exposed. And
Yeah,
also, you can just double Donovan Mitchell. And people complain about Chris Paul being hurt. Why about Mike Conley? Mike Conley's
yeah.
injury
Mike
prone. Do
Conley
we think about
literally.
that? And
Man,
Donovan Mitchell.
Mike Conley not moving the needle like that, man.
Yeah, man.
Like think about this. Mike Conley got his first All-Star appearance only because all the key guys got injured last year. They got hit by COVID and stuff, so they couldn't make it, and they gave him that All-Star appearance out of pity. He don't
Yeah.
move the needle
Word.
like that.
And
Yeah,
also,
for
Gobert
real,
would get
man.
exposed. Like teams can just stretch out Gobert. That's the thing.
Oh,
Every
And
time the Utah Jazz go up against the Golden State Warriors, they always got a DMP Rudy Gobert.
I'm
That
gonna
man's
say
a
this.
DMP.
And don't forget too, Jordan Clarkson actually stinks in the playoffs. You want to hear this? Jordan Clarkson shoots 39% in the playoffs. That is horrible.
He's yeah. He chose the player. He literally like inconsistent though.
That's my point. And also, Mike Conley shoots 42% in the playoffs. Not good. But Donovich shoots Ingles, I think, shoots 42% in the playoffs. Not good. Like, this team, I don't know where this Jazz hype comes from. They're not going to the finals. I don't know why people believe in this team. Like, it's not
I'm
going
And
to happen.
that's because Rudy Gobert got 3 defensive players of the years.
Right, and all that doesn't mean anything. I'm not. I get what you're saying. I'm saying that for people who think the Jazz will make the finals, all that doesn't
yeah,
matter because where
right.
was his great defense in the playoffs last year? My
No,
point.
like you know why they were saying that, because after they gave Mike Conley that All-Star vote out of pity, they're trying to like push this narrative that they got like 3 All-Stars
Mhm.
with the Mike Conley, Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert. They'd actually
Right.
try to push that narrative. They actually would have gone through with it if they actually went farther into the playoff
They should
play.
have went to the NBA Finals. Cause think about it,
Yeah,
right? They should have went to the NBA Finals. Think about it. They should have been the Clippers without Kawhi. And don't forget, CP3 didn't play the first 2 games because he had the virus. So if hypothetically you beat the Clippers and say you go up 2 on the Suns, you might have gone to the NBA Finals and you would have
Yeah,
played the Bucks. It's not a guarantee the Bucks would have won it. Who knows?
yeah. I mean,
exactly.
Word.
Like the state, like the narrative was basically set when Rudy Gobert made the All Star team last season along with Mike Conley and Donovan Mitchell. They like if they went further into the playoff, they would have pushed that. Oh, they got a big three. They got 3 All
Right.
Stars and a bunch of role
mhm.
players. Oh,
Mhm.
they're a super team.
I don't know about that last part.
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
think
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that if they went farther into the playoffs, that out been the narrative the media would have pushed.
not the super
Mm,
team part. I agree with the other three, but not the super team part. They
mm.
would not say
Yeah,
a super team because
So
we all could agree that Utah's they're a good team, but they're not a super team. Let's be
right.
honest.
yeah, but yeah, yeah. I'm gonna say this. Last year, the Jazz were literally the worst #1 seed in playoffs.
There's also the 2015 Hawks and the
Yeah,
2014
And
Pacers.
the 2015 Hawks.
And there's
yeah,
also the 2014 Pacers. That team was bad too. And there's also the
yeah,
2011 Spurs that got lost in the first round. The 2012 Bulls got banged up. I can't count them. There's also the 2017 Celtics that might have lost in the first round if Rondo was healthy. So
yeah.
yeah, there's
Or
a lot.
you know who's also like one of the worst seeded teams in NBA history? The third seeded Portland Trailblazers in the 2019.
2019, the fact that they choked three, the fact that the, the fact that they couldn't beat a hobbled Warriors team without Kevin Durant. Here's the sad part, right? The Clippers took that Warriors team 6 games with KD, right?
Facts.
Without Kevin
Mm.
Durant, look at the facts. Game two, Blazers were up 17, 8 with 4 minutes to go, lost. Game three, at home, up 18, lost. Game four, up 17 in the third, 11 in the fourth quarter, lost in overtime. And Clay only shot
Dan
38% in the
Dollars is
series.
number 2. That's why.
Clay only shot 38% in the series. So it was really Steph
Lord.
Curry versus the Blazers, and Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum were trash in that series.
Yeah,
CJ shot
that
39%,
Loki was
Dame
funny.
shot like 37%. That's unbelievable.
Yo,
Yo, check this out.
they were a third seed masquerading as an eighth seed.
Right, and they should have. And in
Hell yeah.
my personal opinion, they should have been that Warriors team. I know they won before KD, but that was a different roster at the time. And like I said, the
Word.
Clippers took that team 6 games with KD. So you're telling me that the Blazers couldn't win games without Kevin Durant?
Hell yeah. That's crazy, man. Now
And
check
here's
this out.
yeah,
G Money, you already know my list for this. I got my NBA season awards. I got Steph Curry for MVP.
I
I
agree.
got Defensive Player of the Year. I got Draymond Green.
I agree with that.
Rookie of the Year, I got Evan Mobley.
I agree with that.
Sixth Man of the Year, I got Tyler Hero.
True.
Most Improved, I got Miles Bridges.
You can make a case.
And Coach of the Year, I got Monty Williams.
You can make a
We in
case, but I
agreement?
think it's JB Bickerstaff. I like Monty. He's done a great job. I think it's JB Bickerstaff, the Cavs, who had Cleveland being top
Okay.
3 in the East.
For
Do that.
rookie of the year, I got Scotty Barnes, man.
Or
That
Scotty
that
Barnes just
Okay.
played well.
I had him at number 2. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
man,
Scotty basketball.
Well,
man,
and his
Scotty
team
Scotty
might.
So how about
Scotty
Defensive Player of the Year? Y'all agree with me on Draymond?
Yeah,
Draymond,
Draymond played
defensive
great
player of the year.
defensively.
Oh, okay.
And Steph Curry is
That's
obviously the
what's up.
MVP, obviously. 6 man of the year, I agree, Tyler Hero. He's been clutch this year. He's been big time. Most improved, Miles Bridges has been awesome for the Hornets. Coach of the year, I love Monty Williams, but I think it's JB Bickerstaff, the Cavs, because who had Cleveland being 19-13? And don't forget, Colin
Do that.
Sexton has a torn meniscus. Kevin Love missed some games. Marketing missed some games. And Mobley
Word.
missed some games
Yeah.
too. Don't forget.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive,
Oh
bro. I ain't gonna
yeah,
lie,
but
man.
for coach of the year, I think it's gonna be tight between Monty Williams, the Cavs coach, and Steve Kerr.
Yeah, the Cavs coach is JB Bickerstaff. Yeah.
Yeah,
And don't sleep on Billy Donovan. He's done a great job with the Bulls.
Yep.
yeah, and Billy Donovan too. I think it's gonna be a tight race between those four.
Right.
What? Oh yeah. But all right,
Right.
y'all. I'm about to head up out of here, man. I appreciate all y'all bringing y'all basketball intelligence to the stage, man. I'm John Williamson, always
Wilson.
representing. Wilson, sorry, man.
Is right.
And G Money. You know, you basketball encyclopedia, man. You know how we do.
Thank
And
you.
shout out to Hoop and shout out to all you guys, man. Y'all have a nice, good Christmas.
Thank
Be
you.
safe out there, man.
Thanks, man.
Merry
You too.
Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to
Word.
you guys.
Salute to all of y'all, man. Salute. Word.
Salute.
All right. Okay. That's the end of that live screen, man. We out, man. Enjoy that and Happy New Year's and Merry Christmas. That's to everybody. Peace.